What is happening, Cryptosomniacs? Who is still buying crypto in this economy? Who is winning the Bitcoin cash war with mining and a couple of other fun things in the market right here on Cryptosomniac? Stay tuned. All right, what is happening, guys? Happy Friday. Oops, it helps if I put the microphone on and then I'm not shouting at nothing. All right, what's happening, guys? Happy Friday. How is the sound? Hopefully I'm not shouting at everybody. What's happening, Life Size? What's happening, Elizabeth? Good to see you guys. How is everybody feeling today? Is everybody's feelings hurt? Are you guys holding up okay? Is everybody staying firm, keeping the strong hands? I hope so. I hope so. Couple of quick things. Just wanted to take a quick look around the market. A couple of things going on. Looks like BAT has retraced, forming a little bit of a head and shoulders. Does it look like a good time to enter, or is it going to continue to break down? We'll take a peek at that. I'm going to take a look at who is winning the Bitcoin Cash hard fork, and look at none of the stable coins are all that stable, which I think is news to no one, but we'll go ahead and jump into that as well. What's happening? What's happening, King Jail 25? What's happening, Life Size? What's happening, Denise? Strong hands all the way. What's going on, Dan? Happy Friday, Billy Boy. What's happening, James Jeffers? Yeah, buddy. Stellar. So why don't we start there? Why don't we start with Stellar? So I don't know if you guys saw it, but a couple of days back, I did a little walkthrough of the blockchain.com wallet because they are giving away $125 million worth of Stellar. So I was just like, hey, go get it. But here's what you need to understand is they are going to, if you're a privacy person, you're going to have to go through KYC to get that. So, you know, depending on if you're trying to give away some of your anonymity or not, but you can participate in that. They're giving away $25 worth of Stellar. I'd say go get your $25 worth of Stellar and then send it to your Monarch wallet. Why hold it in your blockchain wallet? Send it to your Monarch wallet. It's fully decentralized. You have all of your keys, and we'd never see it. So you can send the money over to your Monarch wallet and take it for free from blockchain. Anyway, yeah, I was looking through this article and they were just saying, like, why is blockchain's $125 million Stellar drop a bad deal? Specifically, they're just saying it's not going to help Stellar. This is something I wanted to talk about in general is, you know, I want to take a look at airdrops and bounty campaigns. I'm not going to do it today, but just I can tell you, as having been a community manager in a number of projects, as well as having, you know, been a member of a number of different Telegram groups and things like that, there is definitely an epidemic of bounty hunters in the crypto space, certainly. So this article was just saying very likely it's not going to actually help with adoption of Stellar, because probably these bounty hunters are going to go download this wallet, get the Stellar, and then go sell their Stellar because it's already a liquid token, right? So great, now you have a blockchain.com wallet. Are you going to actually use it, or are you just going to go take your free $25 and send and sell it on an exchange? And I think that's effectively what this is saying. You know, ideally, Stellar, the Stellar organization was trying to do this to help get more people to have Stellar tokens and thus be able to participate in the ecosystem. However, it's starting to look like, you know, a lot of these airdrop things are really just turning into being a bad deal for the project holders, because they're not actually getting people engaged in the project. What they're really just doing is getting people to go, oh, I like free money, so I'm going to go get this free money, and then I'm going to go turn it into fiat, and I don't care about what it is. So, yeah. So much, exactly. So often that's what's happening is these guys are, you know, they're just trying to get your tokens so that they can go sell it. They don't care about your project. So is this a good move? You know, like I said, I'm saying it right now. Go get your $25 worth of Stellar. Are you holding Stellar as a speculative investment, or is this something that you want to spend now? That's entirely up to you, but I think you should just, again, why not go take advantage of free money? But I say this as a person who is A, a believer in Stellar, and B, obviously a very long-term bullish cryptocurrency person. So go get your Stellar and put it in your Monarch wallet. Go get your Monarch wallet for free, and we're not going to KYC you. You can go download it off the App Store, and then that's the last bit we know. You can have your own private keys. We have no idea. So that would be my my recommendation there. But you got to go get that blockchain.com wallet to to get that free Stellar. So anyway, yeah, go get it. If you don't know where it is on the site, if you go over to our YouTube, let's see here. I'll show you the video here. Let's see, come on, Slowpoke, my channel, and here we go. So if you just go to the videos, and then where is it? Right here. How to get free Stellar $125 million airdrop. So go ahead and look through that, decide if you want to participate in it, but you can get some free Stellar, and I did a little walkthrough video showing you how to do it. It's a super easy thing, piece of cake. So yeah. Let's see, what else? Yeah, let's just go ahead and let's take a look at Stellar. Why not? Let's take a look at Stellar. We're talking about Stellar. Let's take a look at it. Stellar is one that has stayed pretty resilient so far. Look at this chart. It looks like a hot mess, but that is because obviously I have been charting entries and exits for Stellar for quite some time. It is still sitting up in where I would have said to take profit previously. So again, I would say this, I suspect, look at how much this has traded back and through this range, right? It's just pinging all through this, basically 3,400 sats up to about 40, what's the tip there? 4,500 sats. So these entry levels, or these order levels would all stand if I were looking to enter Stellar on this. These are going to become entries, and then those would be resistance on the way up. Again, these will be support on the way down, because right now Stellar is already trading up at the high. So we would have already exited all of the trades based on my previous entries. Stellar holding out pretty well. If I were looking to get into a trade on this, somewhere down on these lower fib levels, right? These would all stand. So about 36.15, somewhere around 37.10. Somewhere around, and again, what do I say? Be careful with the whole number psychology, guys. 37.60 and 38.46. Just wait for it to come to you, because look at this, guys. You could have picked up any of these twice with this and still been able to sell for profit. So, do you guys see why I say where to put these things? Yeah, I think that's actually pretty spot on there. S Sports 88. That is a safe assumption, I would say, right? If they give away a ton, a bunch of people get it, a bunch of people don't care about the project and go dump it on the open market, tanking the price. So again, I would be, again, I would wait, and yeah, I would just look to enter those on the low levels. If you are looking to pick up on any of these swings, I would look to exit it. The swing trade, these prices are not for your long term, right? This is not for your long term holds. These are for swing trades as it continues to move through these channels. Yeah, $25, not 25K. Boy, they would be going broke real fast if they were giving 25K away to everybody. But glad it worked out for you, WSR. Right on. Yeah, again, go get it. Go get your free Stellar. No reason to not get it. Do you support Stellar? Good reason to go get your free Stellar. But look at that. We did just get a buy signal again on the wave trend cross for Stellar. Stochastic is decent, still a little high, but decent. Buy pressure looks to be increasing on the daily. Let's look at some smaller time frames here. Yeah, buy pressure is still looking good. Does look like it's starting to cool off a little bit there as we get down on the smaller time frames. So yeah, looks like maybe we will see the price of Stellar come down a bit from where it's at right now. Again, if I were looking to enter this, I wouldn't even start looking to enter this trade until closer down to the 4,000 sats range. But I'd be looking to enter down further, again at these previous levels. So that's what I would say there. Let's see. While we're on the subject of basic attention token, they have just announced Speed Reader to improve page performance. Have you guys got the Brave browser yet? I hate to keep going back to my channel and saying go watch this video, but I did a walkthrough video of the Brave browser. and that's right here. That's the one with the Brave face. So if you guys haven't seen the Brave browser yet, if you're a Chrome user, I don't know why you aren't using it, because it's basically Chrome, but it has all of the basic attention token functionality built into it, and the privacy settings are significantly more robust. So I think it's a great looking browser. I mean, I actually have it up and open right here, and you know, it's really nice. Works great, super good looking, functions well, and look at this. It won't even, the script blockers are so good. Look at this. It won't even let it run, because I have everything cranked up to the max. It won't even let it run its scripts on their own website. Pretty fantastic. So I definitely recommend checking out the Brave browser. It's pretty dope. This could be something that could help drive mainstream adoption. Again, guys, when you're home for the holidays, go download the Brave browser on all of your family's computers and just be like, use this. Stop using Chrome, use this. It has a lot of the same plugins, et cetera, et cetera. It's a great browser. And again, if they could start getting paid just for using the web browser, maybe suddenly it starts to make sense, the incentive structure, and hopefully help push with crypto adoption. All right. What else? What else? Yeah, Brave browser is awesome. I strongly recommend it, guys. And that's another one. They'll actually give you free basic attention token. You can't send it out of the wallet, but they'll give you free basic attention token in order to download the browser. So go get it. What are you waiting for? Go get it. What are you waiting for? And while we're on that subject, yeah, so just wanted to say, yeah, the speed reader private mode is out. You can download that now, and look at that. It's loading speed 27 times faster, network use reduced by 84x. So pretty strong upgrades. And again, just go get it. Just go get it, guys. Why? If you are crypto people, you should be, it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you your cryptocurrency. You don't have to spend anything, but use the browser. It is one of the few functioning products that actually exists in the market right now that anybody can use. So go get it. Go use it. Someone on Binance has a $1.1 million buy order for USD, in USD for Stellar. Fantastic. Yeah, so again, guys, don't chase a pump though, right? I mean, don't chase it, because look at this. It stayed, you know, you don't want to get in over here, right? When it starts to do this, you don't want to do this. So if that big buy order hits and they fill, it'll probably pump. So wait for the pullback, right? And that's just what we've seen. Right now, it's effectively trading at all-time high, or at least for recent term all-time high. So I wouldn't want to get in on this right now, because we've seen there's a lot of support, and you know, for it at these lower prices. So given what the chart looks like, the technicals look like it's going to pull back, why not wait? Why not wait? Let the pullback come. Try to catch. Look at this. You could have, when it pumped, you could have almost got your entry and still been able to ride it all the way up and take profit. So why buy at the high? Don't buy up here. Don't make a market buy up here. Put some buys in down closer at these lower levels, guys. Man, is ETH dead? Everybody's saying ETH is dead. I will say I sold out of all the ETH on my exchange 2 days ago. So all the ETH that I had on the exchanges, I sold out of. Still got plenty of ETH sitting in a Trezor. You know, I don't think Ethereum is dead. I still think that it has a very robust development community. I still think the majority of projects are built on Ethereum or being built on Ethereum as of right now. So unless you really think that this whole thing is going away tomorrow, do you really think that ETH is dead? Do you really think? And ultimately, guys, I think we really need to start being concerned with, like, what do you care about this technology, or do you just care about the price of this token, right? That's really ultimately it. Start making your decisions based on either purely, are you in this game purely for finances, or, you know, do you really believe that this asset is a valuable asset? Do you believe that this project has worth, and do you believe that people are going to continue to build on this project or on this platform? Well, then, you know, now is great buying opportunities. But again, I sold all mine at 186. I saw it all going down, and I thought the whole market was going to continue to crash. So I sold all mine at 186, and am looking to re-enter on ETH at a lower price. Do you think XRP has taken number 2 and is going to stay? I mean, it definitely has taken over the number 2. The number 2 market cap right now. Do I think it's going to stay there? Maybe. I don't know. For a short term, possibly. A lot of FUD, a lot of FUD in the market around ETH right now. A lot of FUD around the market in general right now. So I think that probably a lot of non-dedicated crypto folks are probably moving into Ripple just because they don't understand the value of decentralization. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but I think it'll probably hold its position for now, primarily because we don't see money flooding back into Ethereum. I think a lot of money, newer money, is coming into Ripple. Whether I agree with it or not, I think newer money is coming into Ripple, and I think money is leaving Ethereum right now because people are scared. That's what I think. So yeah, it is a bitch to watch the sell off. And again, guys, that's what trading is. That's why you learn to trade, learn how to read a chart, and learn where you want to get involved. No, I'm not looking to try to buy at the bottom. I mean, again, it's, I might put some low orders in at the 150 to 160 range in anticipation of another little flash crash like that. But no, I'm waiting for confirmation. So I would like to see it turn around and get back somewhere close to, again, I would like to re-enter below my 186 exit, obviously, but it's going to be difficult to confirm that that it's moving into an upwards direction without it moving past that. So we'll see. I think realistically what I'm looking to do right now is to reacquire my ETH down closer at that 150 mark, somewhere around there, because I do think that it's going to go there. Or I might just continue to sit out in anticipation of just buying Bitcoin with everything that I had left on my exchange accounts. So I have not made that decision yet, but I'm thinking Bitcoin is probably where the majority of my money is going to go until the market turns around, right? I don't see the reason to sit in assets that are going to continue to tank off. I can sell stuff that was in my long-term holds, and it's not like I forgot about, I don't want to start naming names because I don't want you guys to go think I'm going to sell off everything, but of the stuff that's in my long-term holds that's left, it's not like I'm going to forget about it, right? I can still go look to reacquire those at a later date. Or I can, read this chart and be like, I think the next time that this looks stable is here, and just place my buys. I placed it was asking, specifically, I did a little clickbaity title saying, am I still buying crypto? The short answer is yes. I placed a bunch of orders for Bitcoin. Just Bitcoin. But I placed a significant number of orders for Bitcoin today, and I've got them clear down, ranging between 3,100 all the way up to about 4,800. So I am definitely still buying cryptocurrency at these prices, and I am still long-term bullish. And again, if I was buying Bitcoin, because I was buying Bitcoin earlier this year, if I was buying Bitcoin closer to 20 grand, why wouldn't I buy it at this price, right? Why wouldn't I? Because 6K has held up really well over the entire year. Like, look at this, guys. Here, let's go to the non-messy chart, or less messy chart. But I mean, look at that price. Bitcoin has held up around that 6,000 level, very strong all year. So while I do think that it's going to break down further, I think the lowest we get to is in that, 3,000 to 4,500 range. I mean, look at this block right here, right? That's a pretty good block of support. And now that's obviously a huge amount of range for it to move, but that's a pretty good block. So I think if it does break down further than here, we don't really have a ton of support between its current price point and the next stop down, which is at, what is that? 4,800. Look, that's where the resistance, or rather where the support starts to show itself again, 4,800. And then there's a lot of, there's a fair amount of support in there, 41, on down to 38, on down to 36, and 32, and it's dipped, it's wicked all the way down to 2,800, so why not put in some buys that low? I don't think it's going to go that low, but I'll put them there just in case, because I would love to be able to buy Bitcoin at that price on a flash crash. Sayed Badshah says, do I believe cryptocurrency will continue to hold up, or will governments just going to make more regulations destroying the value? Honestly, I am a lot less worried about government regulation destroying cryptocurrency than I am worried about people moving out of traditional financial markets into cryptocurrency and trying to recreate traditional financial markets. I am way more concerned about those people destroying this space than I am worried about government regulation doing so. So, does that answer that question? Hopefully that answers your question sufficiently. So let's see what else. Just wanted to say this was interesting. When I first read about this, I was hoping they were talking about Bitmain not going through their IPO. That's what I was hoping, but not the case. So Bitcoin mining hardware manufacturer terminates their IPO filing process. Yeah, I was thinking that this was going to be Bitmain, and I was like, oh, the plot thickens with the Bitcoin Cash drama. But that is not to be the case. This is specifically a company called Canaan, but they were going to IPO because they were one of the earliest ASIC miner producers and have found that it's just not profitable. So as mining profitability continues to decline, especially based on, I think a lot of companies, you got to understand, a lot of companies make moves or make decisions to move, and then their plan is to execute through quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, and that's not how cryptocurrency works. Cryptocurrency works all the time, tonight, tomorrow, right now, all the time. So, you're trying to steer these ships that are these big, massive organizations who are like, we're going to move into this space. And the space has taken a sidewinder, but by the time they even are able to get ready to do so. So interesting stuff. We'll see. I think we've seen a lot of companies talking about eliminating their play into the mining space. So we will see what that holds for the future, but definitely interesting thing to watch. All right. Anyone know about CoinMine that came out today? Can plug into US regular outlet, less electricity than a PlayStation. No, I don't know about this, Elizabeth. I'd be interested to know about it. Regulation seems not a choice. No regulation equals infinite inflation, and regulation equals centralization. Yeah, I think honestly, guys, that's really, I think whether we like it or not, I think what we started out as was this crypto anarcho thing that was like, this current financial system is broken and we're gonna do it better and we're gonna do it different. And what I think is the more we delve into this space, the more we're just sort of recreating what already exists, right? I said it yesterday. Mark my words, 2019, STOs and derivatives. Watch. Everything will be STOs and derivatives next year. And I don't really like derivative products because, again, without getting too far into the rant, derivative products are what caused the subprime mortgage crash, right? It's packaging a bunch of assets with, from packaging a bunch of uncollateralized assets that basically they're like, yeah, you've got all of these houses, and effectively we loaned out much more money to people that had no real ability to repay it, but the promise that they're going to repay it, we're going to package that all together into this asset. So all these people that can't really repay their debts, we'll go ahead and package that, and it looks like, these are all valuable properties, and these people are going to be paying on them. So I can bank on the fact that I've got that income for X amount of time. That's what a derivative product is. Selling the pack of those loans and then being able to borrow or lend or operate on the assumption that people are going to repay those loans, or that those assets are going to continue to go up into value, right? That's what a derivative product is. So we'll see how that looks in crypto space next year. Articles on Fortune and CoinDesk. Right on, Elizabeth. Thanks for sharing that information. Feel free to post the links in the chat if you want. Always interested in learning about new technology. New Hitman Game also has Bitcoin mentioned in it. Bitcoin going even more mainstream. Yeah, I think so. I think we'll see that a lot. I'm trying to remember what I was watching Oh, it was Sons of Anarchy, or not Sons of Anarchy, Mayans MC, right? I was a big fan of Sons of Anarchy, so I started watching the Mayans MC, and there was an episode where they were like, we want money transferred into our, we want a privacy cryptocurrency transferred in our secure wallet. They didn't name anything, but I was just like, ooh, I geeked out for a second. I thought it was fun. Anyway. What's the thought about derivatives? Probably sell or Nexo play. I'm not a fan of derivatives, man. I think it's just going to cause further problems in this space. I'm not a fan of ETF. I'm not a fan of futures market. I'm not a fan of these things because I think they give the people that know how to manipulate markets further instruments to manipulate the markets, right? People keep saying, no, we want that because they need to be able to hedge against, they want to be able to hedge. That's the problem, guys. There's too many ways to hedge and that you aren't actually holding the asset. You're able to gain the profit without actually having the exposure to the risk. There's too many things like that already exist, and they're starting to bring those instruments over into cryptocurrency. So I'm not a big fan of derivatives. I was actually looking forward to having the compound finance guys on just so I could say, convince me I'm wrong. Convince me there's a reason that I should like these things. And they ended up canceling on me. So I don't know if that was just because of some internal policy or what, but I was kind of bummed because I was looking forward to having that conversation. All right. With that, let's see. Why not just accumulate bags of coins to lend out, gaining derivative profits regardless of what's going on? Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you why. Because I don't believe in derivative products, right? Like that's the whole reason I got into Bitcoin was for sound money. So buying a bunch of bags of shit coins so that I can lend them out, then I'm just further contributing to this system that I don't agree with, which is basically extracting value from people that don't know better. I don't necessarily think that's the best way forward. I don't need to be rich that bad, right? I don't need to be rich that bad that I need to screw other people over to get it. That's where I'm at with that. Thoughts on Nex? Is that no? I'm NXT is the one. Nex, you talking about Nexo, the Neon exchange? I don't hold any Neon. I don't hold any Neo protocol tokens and never have. So that should tell you. Gotcha, pumpkin. Not really sure what you got me on. Yeah, Neon exchange. Yeah, it's a decentralized exchange. That's what I know about it, but that's about all I know. I never got super into Neo tokens, so I haven't been a huge fan of protocols that have been launched on top of Neo. Hence the Neon exchange, decentralized exchange for Neo protocol tokens. Cool, but I'm not invested and I'm not involved and I'm not studying. So I can't really give you much more of an informed opinion than that. That's as informed of an opinion as I can. No, I'm not always. I'm very rarely live at these times. Midnight is, I guess, the normal 6 o'clock. I've been trying to do them earlier than this. I just did not get up early enough today. I had other stuff going on. Digibyte. Trade in and out of Digibyte. Yeah, I trade in and out of Digibyte. Crypto Angels. So I think overall Digibyte could have some space because it's fast, but it's overall I'm not super sold on it. But I do know they have a very, very robust community. So I have nothing bad to say about Digibyte. I trade in and out of Digibyte. I have held some Digibyte. I do not hold currently any Digibyte, but I do believe that their token value is looking pretty great. Let's take a look at Digibyte. Why don't we? I'll take it back on the great, but I guess I was looking at smaller time frames when I was looking at it before. Auto scale is on. 1 sec. Well, it just hit a signal on the daily on the wave trend cross and on the TDDC. So it did just hit a buy signal, but again, guys, I'm not buying any alts right now. So do with your money what you will. This is well into my no trade zone as far as the overall fib. It's below the last breakout, so I wouldn't touch it right now. If this was something I was even interested in looking at right now, all I could do is say you got to go back and look at where where is there support, right? And it's dropped out of, it's 100% retraced and then some from the recent breakout. So I wouldn't even be interested in talking about Digibyte, entering a trade on Digibyte until, I mean, yeah, until it breaks clear back down into this range, because there's just not a ton of support at the current ranges. And I'm not confident that it's going to hold up, because I'm not confident Bitcoin price is going to hold up right now. So, dude, Grizz Music, are you the real Grizz? Are you that dude? I totally play your music, man. If that's you, right on. If you are that Grizz, awesome. I like your music, if that's you. Also have a target on ETH price, sub 150. Wouldn't even touch ETH at this level. Wouldn't even touch it right now. DGTX, a poor man's BitMEX. I don't know. I don't know what that is, so can't say. Do you guys teach TA in your Advantage program? We do. We do absolutely teach TA in the Advantage program. So yeah, in fact, here, let's just fire up ye old Discord. I'll give you guys a little taste of it. Give you a little taste of what's going on in the Discord. So ultimately, it's just like this, right? I'm not trying to tell you where to buy and sell. I'm trying to tell you why I would buy and sell at a certain level, right? I'd much rather teach a man to fish, right? So ultimately, yeah, you want to learn about TA, we can do user requested TA for you, and then we'll tell you why we say so. And then we have entire forums, you know, dedicated to education. You know, look at this. We have entire, you know, we do webinars to go through basic technical analysis techniques. We do private webinars for the Moon Lounge members. In fact, I should schedule one of those coming up. You know, we've got this entire channel full of resources. So, you know, look at all this. Just, you know, we've got tons of information, timeless information, you know, as far as learning how to read a depth chart, how to read different technical indicators, where else we go to look to gather the information, because it's not just a chart, guys. You got to know, you know, who is investing in what, etc. So there's a lot of other information that should help go into your fundamental analysis. So we're not just teaching technical analysis, we're teaching fundamental analysis as well. I would not buy Cardano right now. I'm holding my Cardano bags. I have not sold my Cardano yet, but I would certainly not buy any Cardano right now. But yeah, anyway, so I mean, you know, guys, we got the whole thing in there. We're not just in there making trade calls, although we do have an entire thing here talking about why we might enter or not enter at a price, what's the risk reward. I mean, we are technical analysts helping one another sharpen their technical analysis skills. So, you know, I think I'm pretty good. I think Amal is razor sharp. I think we've got a number of community members that are actually really good. So it's solid, you know, it's solid, a solid community, having everybody help each other become sharper. And we would love to have you in there. Sign up for your 14-day trial. Go to cryptosomniac.com, or better yet, right up here. Look, whoops, over which shoulder? This, yeah, this, over this shoulder. I'm the worst weatherman ever. Up here, up at the top, 14-day trial, right there. Boom. You don't even have to go to the website. It's right up in the top. So yeah, go check that out. Right up here. Right? You see where my mouse is moving? It just changed, so you can go get your 14-day trial there for free and see if it's good. See if you like it. See if it's worth subscribing. We certainly think so, and we would love to have you in the community. All right, let's see. What else? What else? I took the 14-day trial sometime last year. Yeah, fair enough. I will say that you only get one 14-day trial. So if you are going to get in there, you've got to take advantage of the 14-day trial, because we only give away one, right? Because we can't have you quitting and then coming back and quitting, and that doesn't make sense. That's not what a 14-day trial is for. We give you 14 days to check it out, see if you feel like staying, and if so, then you can pay for the subscription and stick around. Elizabeth, I see you said a section you couldn't access. Elizabeth, I think you should have all of the sections accessed. If not, DM me in the Advantage, and I will try and get you an invite in there. But we'll make sure that you've got all the channels. You should have all the channels now after I gave you your permission, so hopefully so. Trader Talk. You should see it. Do you not see it? If so, message me here. We don't need to talk about this on here. Just message me in Discord, and we'll get you taken care of. I'll make sure you get in there. All right, yeah. So no on Digibyte. Don't touch it. I wouldn't touch it right now. It's you know, until the market starts to recover, I wouldn't get into it. But if that is something that you were interested in long term, it's pretty cheap compared to all-time highs. But what isn't? What isn't right now, guys? So I don't know that that's the best course of decision making. All right. Wind Ranger 2.0. Listen, you gotta. Do you know everything about everything in this market? I tell you when I do know things about things, and I do tell you when I don't know things about things. You should be happy about guys like me because I'm not out here telling you a bunch of bullshit that I don't know about. And also, I am one of the few people that if I did have an opinion or a misinformed piece of information and I get corrected on it, I'll even go on the record and correct myself. So you should be happy with guys like me that are willing to say, I don't know when we don't know, rather than selling you a bunch of bullshit and pretending that we're experts when we're not. I'm a knowledgeable guy. I am an industry insider. I do know how to read a chart. I know a lot of things, but I'm not going to pretend I know everything. There is way too much in this space to know. So that's just that. I mean, you know, if you have a problem with that, then I think you're in the wrong channel. you're in the wrong group. Yeah. All right. So are you not buying because you bought when it was cheap? Isn't dollar cost averaging the best thing for most people to do? I think dollar cost averaging is a smart strategy as long as you believe in the project, right? Just like my crypto hopper is holding bags right now. My crypto hopper is holding bags, but it's all bags of stuff that I believe in. So I'm okay with holding a bag that's down 10% right now on, you know, a project I believe in. I mean, ultimately, I've got it trading through you know, 0x, I believe in that for certain reasons because I think it's, you know, by and large to do with Coinbase. I've got it trading basic attention token just because I know there's volume on that recently, and they have a working product on the market. I have it trading in and out of some Stellar because obviously I'm a Stellar fan. You know, again, I'll be okay with holding bags of certain things because again, it's not my entire portfolio of that bag, and I'm only trading in projects that I really believe in. For the majority of the time. I do occasionally will trade in and out of Bitcoin Cash and Ripple, which obviously I'm not a huge supporter of either one, but I'm also not an idiot, and I realize when there's money to be made, I don't see a reason you know, that you should not make money in an opportunity. JF Airplane, that's good of you. At first, I don't love you much, but you're quite legit. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You know, I thank you for the compliment, I guess. You know, and I can understand why when I'm the new guy on the channel, you're like, who is this dude? He's not Sam, he's not Snay, and he's not even an engineer. What does this guy know? So, you know, guys, I mean, I'm pretty well informed. I do study a lot. I do operate full-time in the space. So, you know, I'm pretty well informed, but I do try to at least let you know when I don't know something, or if I if I do think that I do know something and somebody else tells me that I'm wrong and I look into it, then I admit when I'm wrong. So you know, those are the kind of people I should say you should be paying attention to. But whatever, you know, if what you're looking for is a pump group, you're in the wrong place. Haven't seen Manero this low for a while. Yeah, Manero is brutal, right? Brutal low. But still has held up pretty well. Pretty well. By this recent standards, it's still held up pretty well. Yeah, lots of sideways action on Monero. Yeah, I mean it's just kind of range bound. Realistically, if I were looking to pick up some Monero right now, let's look. Yeah, I mean honestly, it's totally it's totally acceptable to buy in this range. If again, and this goes with anything, guys, right? This goes with anything. If you're a believer in it long term, who cares if I would say if I'm going to enter a trade on it right now or not, right? I can tell you if I think it's got further down to go, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, kind of Ivan's point. You know, if it's something you believe into long term, then dollar cost averaging into it at these prices is not necessarily a bad idea. You know, it's hard to time the bottom of the market, right? So Sneh always says time in the market, right? Which is also hard if you work a day job and etc. You don't get the luxury of sitting in front of your chart all day long and being able to trade at a whim. So you know, I fully understand these things, but time in the market, watching it, see, get comfortable with the way that it flows. I mean, look at this. We can see patterns repeating, right? This is almost this pattern right here is almost the same pattern as right here, just at a 30,000 foot view. Pump, falling wedge, pump, falling wedge, and then it's just gonna. Unfortunately, all altcoins are gonna continue to follow Bitcoin for now. We haven't had anything split it up yet. So Bitcoin's still the alpha, and whilst other tokens are showing signs of decoupling, nothing has yet. All right, how come I can't pay with Bitcoin on the Advantage? That's a really good question, because our Monarch Merchant plugin isn't set up yet, but you'll be able to shortly. Yeah, so we'll have that live in a very, the Monarch Merchant plugin, I think, should be live very soon. I don't know exactly, but the Merchant plugin should be out pretty quick for Monarch Pay. Once that happens, yeah, we'll be able to accept any form of cryptocurrency that Monarch supports as payment for the Advantage. Do you guys not think that there's a reason we wanted to try to do some of this stuff, running our own business and operating Cryptosomniac and finding out like, hey, we're a cryptocurrency business and we can't even take payments in cryptocurrency? Do you not think that wasn't a light bulb moment that led to the creation of Monarch? So, all right. Can you imagine having a portion of a decentralized exchange and a portion of the money they make just by holding their token and staking it? Yeah, fair enough, man. I don't think that is obviously that's a good reason to get involved in that project and a good reason to hold that token, right? That's smart. My question is it a security or utility token? Sure sounds like a security to me. Sure sounds like a security to me. So is it something that you can hold as an American citizen or buy into as an American citizen? That's something I would want to look into. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's I'm not disagreeing with that point. Not disagreeing with it. Again, I'm just not trying to present myself as an expert on a subject I'm not. All right, so Manero Dinero, I love the name. Heard BitGrail was refunding Nano hack money. I am unable to log in. It just spins and spins and tries to connect. Have you heard anything about this? I have not. I have heard. I'll tell you what I have heard. And again, this is what I've heard. I don't know. I've done none of my own looking into this, but I've heard BitGrail was a pretty dicey exchange, so I've never bothered to use it. I've just heard from other traders that BitGrail was a dicey exchange, so I've never bothered to use it, and I have not bothered to do any confirmation of that. That was just enough. People I trust said I don't touch it. It's a dicey exchange, so I didn't even bother. It was creepy asking for my license and audio of my voice. Ooh. Selling your identity for $25. Yeah, I didn't have to go through a audio of my voice or any of that stuff. Yeah, I didn't have to go through any of that, so I don't know. I signed up for a wait list. They'll deliver it at a certain point, and then I can send it. Fine with me. And guys, I'm an American citizen, and also I'm involved in a security token. If you think that I'm really that concerned about, I've gone through so much KYC, I don't give a shit. I'd rather not have it. I'd rather not have more places with that information in a centralized place that is hackable. But yeah, I'm not. I don't mind going through KYC because I'm not doing anything that I shouldn't be going through KYC for. Now that being said, my real reason for not liking that stuff is I don't like having all of my information in central. The more places that my social security number and personal information like that is, that's behind a centralized source, that's a single point of attack. That's the reason I don't like that stuff. But again, I'm also the victim of identity theft, so my credit is so locked. my credit is so locked, and I pay money to make sure that happens all the time. So I'm a lot less, even though I am a strong privacy advocate, huge fan of privacy tokens, et cetera, et cetera. I'm also not afraid of going through KYC because, yeah, I'm trying to do things legally and legitimately. Free lumens, that's good. Gmail is only giving you access to an email. Yeah, exactly. And go ahead and market to me all you want. I'll unsubscribe. Miss me. Like, wait, great. You know my email address. Big deal. So what? That's yeah. All right. So let's see. When bottom 5,043K. You can rewind it and see what I said earlier. I was talking about it where I think maybe is closer to the bottom, where I think the next big blocks of support are. Rewind it, check it out. It's worth a rewatch. All right, guys. We're working on 45 minutes at this point, so I don't want to be accused of making clickbait titles, and so let's take a look at this. Effectively, the short version is Bitcoin Cash ABC is so far ahead in hash power than Bitcoin Cash SV, according to the different research I've seen. This was the most recent article I'd seen, but effectively, basically, Bitcoin Cash ABC has the majority of the hashing power as of the time that I went live, so about 45 minutes ago. Lots of concerns about Bitcoin SV being able to 51% attack the original Bitcoin Cash blockchain, but doesn't look like that's going to be possible. Although there is large speculation that this Bitcoin Cash war has a lot to do with the price of Bitcoin falling off, because both branches selling Bitcoin in order to prop up the Bitcoin Cash fork that they are promoting. I'm not touching Bitcoin Cash at all. I hold no Bitcoin Cash at all. I sold what I had from before the fork when I sold everything else 2 days ago. So I hold no Bitcoin Cash. I have no horse in this race, and I never would have supported either one in the first place. So if you are a Bitcoin Cash supporter, get your popcorn out, because it looks like we've got an interesting couple of days coming up. Potentially could, yeah. This definitely could potentially bring down the price of Bitcoin more, because they're selling off Bitcoin in order to increase. Effectively, what they're doing is they're not only selling off Bitcoin, but they're also stopping their Bitcoin miners and switching them over to mine the new fork rather than mining the BTC chain. So they're sacrificing Bitcoin power there, and then would have to sell off Bitcoin in order to support the electricity costs. That's the theory anyway. So yeah, it could bring down Bitcoin more, which is why I've got buys at considerably lower points. You can rewind the video and see where my buys are. And the only other thing is, careful with those stable coins, kids. Careful with those stable coins. While it does seem like a great a great way to protect yourself in market crashes moving into a stable coin, ultimately you've been paying a premium if you've been stopping out of any position to non-fiat, to any of the stable coins. You've been paying a premium. So True USD was up as much as 12%. Paxos was up. A lot of these things trading down 98 cents, 6 cents. Their value pumping up over $1 to $1.06, $1.07, $1.12. Massive differential on what is supposed to be a stable asset. So, so far none of these guys have been able to solve it. Tether, USD Coin, Paxos, DAI, True USD, Gemini Dollar, none of them have been able to solve this stable coin thing. So for this reason, this is why most of the time when I trade on any other exchange, I just trade out into Bitcoin and take my beating in Bitcoin, rather than letting it sit in a stable asset that can't seem to maintain its stability. So careful with the stable coins, guys. I am a fan of these things. They are trying, and I do think that they will have a place hopefully sometime in the future of the ecosystem, but as it stands right now, not probably the best, safest haven for your portfolio value in a crash storm. And with that, I don't know if I've got anything else worth ranting about today. Yeah, that's about that. So with that, guys, unless anybody else has anything specific they want me to look at right now, going once, going twice. Also have to verify on blockchain app, apparently. Fair enough. I was just on the waiting list, so maybe I should open that. Check out Quant. I will check out Quant. I'll take a look. Yeah, fair enough. GVT, sure. All right, I'll chart GVT because I know Faraz is a long-time watcher. So let's chart GVT before I get out of here. And then you guys enjoy your weekend, huh? It's Friday. Oh, hey, while we're on the subject, if anybody is interested, have you guys heard of SageWise? Do you know what SageWise is? It is a arbitration. Effectively, it's a dispute resolution mechanism for smart contracts. So, in about 30 minutes, I'm going to be interviewing Amy Wan, who is the CEO of that project. She's a former securities lawyer and is now, working on smart contract dispute resolution. So I'm going to be learning some about that project, talking to her. If you guys have any questions for that, post them up here, or if you are Discord members, if you are in our free Discord, which, by the way, if you want to test our free Discord, up there at the top, I've got a little rotating banner. You can click that in, and if you want to join the Advantage and just get the full access to the Discord, not just the free one, then that is also in the banner. But anyways, if you have questions or you want to get specific feedback from Amy Wan about securities, about STOs, about what does dispute resolution even look like with smart contracts, if you have questions about that, shoot them over to me in the Moon Lounge, because I will be talking with her in about 30 minutes, and should be an interesting conversation. Going to have that one. The interview will go live on Monday morning, so anybody who is interested in that, that will be my Monday morning show. And other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you guys supporting, and ultimately, guys, this space is only going to continue to go forward as community is stronger. So let's not all swing our junk around and act like Billy Badass everywhere we go. Let's try to help everybody out. Let's try to give solid information, and let's not talk down to each other, because that doesn't help anything, right? I know a lot of things, and I could sit up on my high horse and act like a prick, but that's ultimately not productive for the space. So long live the blockchain. Let's all try to help each other out, and let's stop being jerks to each other, huh? Everybody started somewhere, so let's not pretend everybody's an idiot when they don't know about the newest, hottest blockchain. Let's just try to educate and help this space grow. That's what we're here for, right? All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you all watching, and thanks for the support. See you over in the Moon Lounge, yeah, guys. Other than that, keep your stop losses tight. I'm Jason for Cryptosomniac. Thanks for watching. See you then.